Hey guys, my name is Zack.
I'm Dean.
I'm Manny.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. This is the weekly podcast where we talk about the things that matter the most to us in collecting. We've assembled the Avengers today. Manny is here.
Iron Spider.
It is very rare that all three of us can be in the same room at the same time.
Yeah.
It's almost like the founders of Pepsi. They can't be in the same room at the same time. If something happens to both of them, the recipe is lost. So
Right.
the DMZ, we choose rarely to all be in the same spot, so that in the event something terrible happens, one of us can continue the legacy.
Yeah.
Hold on. I said Iron Spider, and you can't just leave it like that.
Oh, of course. So this morning when Manny said it was a strong possibility that he could join us, there's that scene in Infinity War where Doctor Strange is talking to Tony Stark about the 14,605 possibilities. I photoshopped Sydney as Doctor Strange, myself as Iron Man, and Manny as Iron Spider.
Thank you.
And Cody as Captain Alabama, and Eric as Drax. And it was hilarious. And I just love bad Photoshop, so for me, and you actually changed it to your profile picture of the Doctor Strange.
Dude, so
I faded the hairline perfectly.
they do this fucked up thing where they take photos of me and put like red eyes on it.
The laser eyes.
But like I didn't see all the other ones because I was driving.
Uh-huh.
And so I scroll up and I just see this red eye photo of me and I was like, the hair looks amazing. What picture is that from? And then I scrolled up and I was like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I photoshopped you into Doctor Strange, and I matched the hair color. That's why I put you as Strange, because the hair color. At any rate,
I thought it was Thrawn for a little bit. I don't know. See.
So with today's show, I wanted to start out with a little bit of a somber news. It's not really a collecting thing at all, but Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, passed away today from ALS.
That's sad.
It's sad. I mean, I know when Stan Lee passed away, that was a big thing, but we all knew it was happening. He was 95.
Yeah.
Hillenburg was very young, and I just want to take a moment to address it. We can maybe talk about our favorite episode real quick of SpongeBob. Dean, did you want to go first with your favorite episode?
Yeah, so it's an episode.
I mean, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't remember the context of the episode, but Squidward is in like a full body cast, and Patrick is taking him out
Yeah.
to catch butterflies, and he's like,
hold
hold
it.
it firmly in your
Yeah.
hand, and he can't, and he's like, hold it firmly in your hand, and
he
stabs it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember I died laughing at that.
Manny, what about you?
Dude. I don't know, dude. Any Halloween episode really. And the Flying Dutchman.
Oh, yeah. The hash-slinging slasher.
Oh, dude, that was creepy.
God. Yeah, that movie.
I'm mopping the floor.
Episode, yeah.
At night.
For me, I really like the Krusty Krab pizza episode.
Oh,
and even
legendary.
to this day, when I'm doing something very tedious with my wife, I'll just be like, Krusty Krab, I'll start singing it. And then also another episode that really stands out for me is the episode where they were swearing with the dolphin noises.
Oh,
And for
yeah.
years, my brother swore that was a real episode, and I was like, no, they would never put that on the
Yeah,
television.
that's an episode,
This is when we
bro.
were younger, though.
Oh.
Before YouTube, I could just go and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, like, maybe 3 years ago, I saw it, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where, but I was like, wow, that
Yeah.
actually existed. I guess they didn't play it that
Well,
often
it's
because
like-
a lot of parents
Like
complained.
the episode with SpongeBob watching porn.
Oh, yeah, he's watching like a little barnacle, like...
Yeah, he's watching
like,
Barnacle,
Gary!
and
Oh, yeah.
Gary walks in, he's like, oh my god, and
He
he
just
changes
changes
the
it
channel
real
of
fast.
football.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know you were in
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if y'all remember that old lady who says she loves chocolate. She's like, chocolate!
Chocolate!
Yeah, she's like a little...
Chocolate! Every time
Yeah.
someone says chocolate, I scream, chocolate.
The 100-year-old lady where she's, like, all ancient looking, and he's like, oh.
It's like, hey, young lady. He's talking to her daughter. Ugh.
Wow, that is sad. I didn't know. How old was he?
57. Life cut short, and I didn't know this, but there's actually going to be another SpongeBob movie coming out in 2020, I believe?
Yeah, I think I heard of that.
But going forward, as you can see, obviously we have a new logo and we have a new contributor to the show.
Yeah.
Manny has been there since day one, really. So I wouldn't consider if you're starting on our YouTube series, starts at episode 6, and there's other episodes from last year and before where Manny was on it. So I don't really consider you a new addition to the show. But our friend Griffin has offered to help us out with some graphic design, and at some point he hopes to step in and record from Oregon portions of a podcast.
Yeah, we need to get our technology up to date.
Yeah. So thank you, Griffin, for this new logo. I was really a big fan of my original one. It was my first logo that I made in a while. But I do believe that this is pretty crispy, black and yellow logo. Nice little graphic.
Eye catcher.
I
I
know.
think it's
We got it
great.
made for T-shirts too. So
Yeah, I think it has like a real Guardians of the Galaxy feel, or is that just me?
I didn't think about that, but
I'll have
yeah.
to look
Yeah.
at it again, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
It's clean, very clean.
Now, into collecting, I wanted to talk about some of our pickups from this week. I know we all got some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Manny, I'll let you start with yours. We'll save the best for first. So.
Well, I got the RoboCop that I've always wanted. I believe it's 1987, 1989, one of those. I have it right here. Yeah, he's full die cast. Well, you know, there's some plastic in there, but Dean actually, he was like, yo. He sent me a picture of it, and I fell in love. I got him for an amazing price. I don't know if I should say the price.
We're talking about the Hot Toys.
Hot
Yeah,
Toys.
this isn't a Metacom.
Yeah, it's not a
You know.
NECA. This is a 1/6 scale Hot Toy with the helmet and everything. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just like when Sydney sent you the message, I thought he was joking, like because you were in Florida.
Yeah.
So I thought he was just fucking with you because you were in Florida. But he's like, no, really, like this is actually here.
Yeah,
Like, what
so
do you want me to
I
do?
walked in.
So so tell the story.
Because I was looking for some of my weekly pickups, which are the Dragon Stars, Dragon Ball
Which we've been
Super.
talking about for.
Yeah, I was looking for Goku Black and Zamasu. So I go in there, he had them, I bought them.
Yeah.
And so I'm talking to him at the counter, and I see the box. And I was like, hey, did you just get that RoboCop? He's like, yeah, I just got it like today. And I was like, oh, how much are you asking for it? He's like, $150. And I was like,
Wait.
no, what are you asking for it? And it was like $150. And I was like, okay. He's like, one of the arms is broken. And I was like, oh, shoot. He's like, yeah, it still holds a pose, but the socket is in half.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you have the piece? He's like, yeah, I have the piece. And I was like, Zach can fix this in a matter of minutes.
So basically, the coupling that holds the shoulder joint was snapped in half.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing a small portion of it, but not a significant amount where I think it's
Yeah.
going to really hinder the articulation once we fix it. So what I did was I took some 2-part epoxy, sanded the rough edges, and then applied it. It's drying right now, and probably by tomorrow morning you'll know if it catches. Super easy fix though for
Yeah.
$150. Like
I know when
you kind of stole that figure for $150.
Yeah, when Dean sent me the message and like I saw it, my knees got weak. I was inside of Target and I couldn't believe like when he said 150.
Like 1,300 miles away.
My knees got so weak and I almost fell down. But yeah, I can't believe that I have it right here in front of me.
yeah.
Well,
$150.
And I know what you've gone through to try to get it because you had been looking for months.
Yeah, I actually
When you had some cash
owned
I think it was like 7 or 8 months ago.
Yeah, I own the battle damage version. That one's all plastic.
Yeah, and you settled for that one because you couldn't find
Yeah.
a
It
reasonable.
just wasn't the version that I wanted.
And not only that, but maybe like a month ago, you tried to trade your brand new Deadpool 2
for a 10-year-old
loose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even think it was the diecast one, was it?
It was die-cast. It was
okay,
exactly
but it
like
was
this,
loose.
but that person left me hanging.
And it's good they did because I mean you paid like almost $300 for your.
Yeah,
Deadpool.
I think he came out in 2008, so that's a 10-year-old figure that I was gonna.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really good for a 10-year-old figure.
Yeah, I think it was 2008.
Well, either that guy took really good care of it, or so from what Buddy told me was he had replaced it already, so he was just trying to get rid of it.
Oh.
But even still, Buddy's consignment is 30%.
Yeah.
So he tacks on another 30% of what the asking price is.
Oh shoot.
But
So the guy's
apparently,
probably asking like $115.
yeah. So apparently that guy is like a pretty big collector, and he has his stuff really well taken care of. That one just happened to break, and so he replaced it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's like, I don't care.
It's but there was another guy there looking at it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about it. So if you want it, you better get it." I was like, "Well, I don't want it,
Yeah.
but."
So how did it work? You called Buddy and gave him
Yeah.
a credit card on the phone?
I
or-
called Buddy, and then there was like a PayPal agreement, a little down.
Yeah.
payment. And then
then
before
you paid
before I
it.
came back, yeah, I paid it off,
And
and
Sydney picked it up.
he picked it up for me.
Yeah, I
But
picked it up.
it's literally one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Well, that would we all put in to make this work. Like Sydney,
Yeah.
the hunting and
We really go above and beyond
Fix
for
it.
Manny. Remember last year?
Yeah, I remember last year we got Manny a Phasma for Christmas.
Oh, yes.
We're
And,
good friends.
You guys really are.
You all really, really are. Thank you, guys.
So this week for me, I got the Dragon Stars Gohan, the Mystic
Yeah,
Gohan we were talking about last
yeah.
week. Dude, holy shit, I'm a believer in the line. I was a believer in the line just from hearing you talk about them, but having one in hand, I fucking love that toy. It's so good.
Now I really want one because I watched Mr. Gohan versus Super Boo, and he fucks him up without even breaking a sweat. And I was like, God damn, Mr. Gohan's so
I thought you
cool.
had the figure arts.
I do, but
You just want another version?
it just looks cool. Well, because I'm using that body on a different Goku. But once I get the different heads, then I'm not going to use that one anymore.
So you're going to give me the Mystic Gohan figure arts.
Ooh,
That'd be pretty nice.
That'd be
Christmas
pretty
present.
nice.
You know I love that character.
Yeah, I probably won't though.
I'm going to stop you.
okay.
I can't stop staring at what's in front of me.
Dude, it's beautiful.
Oh.
That RoboCop, man, that's...
Oh, yeah. Him too.
Oh, the Palpatine?
Oh, man, dude.
So I got the Hot Toys Palpatine, and I know last week we were talking like the only way to get this figure is with the throne.
Yeah.
Having the throne and Palpatine.
Wait, you can't just get the figure by itself?
Yeah.
No, you can, but Sydney was saying the
I
only
was
way
saying
anyone
that the
should buy it.
throne is so nice
Oh, yeah.
that you shouldn't get it if it doesn't have the throne.
Correct.
So having owned the throne and Palpatine for about a week now, the throne leaves a lot to be desired. It's hard plastic cushion.
Oh.
The LEDs are way too bright. Not only that, but 2 of them already burned out, and I have contacted Sideshow about it. The 2 on the left arm are going out.
Wow.
It started with the inner one, then the outer one. The base, I think, is a little too tall, and it causes his feet to stay off the ground.
Yeah, I've
but
seen
the
some-
figure itself, I mean, if you guys want to talk about it, because I mean,
I've seen some people pose like when he's sitting awkwardly on the chair, and then they put like a big old flashlight on his face. And I just don't think you should ever put like a flashlight directly on any toy, pretty much.
Yeah, there's definitely ways to make a figure look terrible.
Yeah.
but I mean, the throne is big. You know, if you had a Detolf, I don't really know how you'd be able to fit him, the throne, and 2 guards in the Detolf. But it's, it's a pretty
Ask
good.
Eric. That dude crams so much.
Yeah, shout out Eric.
Did you want to talk about your Fox?
Oh yeah, so the long-awaited Fox figure finally came in the mail.
Looks pretty sweet, dude.
Dude, it's amazing. Shout out Echo Base Customs. Shout out Cody. There's just
Shout out Alabama.
yeah, shout out Alabama. There's just detail upon detail upon detail. This thing.
Yeah, dude, it's fully converted, right? Like the what was red is white. What's white is now red.
Yeah, which I explained last week wasn't the plan at all. But I was like, hey, can we make this work? He was like, yeah, I could do it, and he did it. And
Yeah, dude, looks badass.
it's amazing.
I think it looks pretty good. Real recognizes real. It's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah, I don't think you could have done anything close to this, but it's pretty.
Probably not. Probably not.
So, moving on. Ready? Drum roll. Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper. Are you guys picking one up?
Oh yeah,
It was just announced last week, right?
like 2 days ago, I think.
Was it 2 days? What?
It doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
Dude, it's $183, which is bananas.
That is crazy.
And then the deluxe one is $243.
What's in the deluxe? Oh, the wall, right?
Oh, the light up wall.
That's not a big selling point
No,
for me.
I think I've been wanting, as you know, like a clean Stormtrooper. Of course, it's not clean, but I think to jump on it for 183, I think that's a good move.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't know if I'll pick one up because I have the New Hope Clean Stormtrooper. I have the
Just
Sand
gift it to
Trooper,
me. Gift it to me for Christmas.
but no.
How much? Okay. So let's say I didn't get the $183 one. How much do you think I could pick up a New Hope clean Stormtrooper for? Right now with this coming up, I know they're not the same, but you know.
The New Hope Troopers are kind of pricey right now. They're probably going for about $250.
Nah, that's too much. I'd rather get this one brand new.
You could get 2 for what, 360?
Yeah. And with the points and stuff. I think I don't have as much as y'all, but I have like $70.
Oh, I don't have any more points.
So be careful.
I bought it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So the one thing that's kind of interesting with this figure is people are complaining about the price at 183, and at 183, it's less than the original one from 2 years ago. So with inflation, the 200 goes to 213. You know, with like the U.S. inflation rate. This is 183, and then they give you the option for the deluxe.
So
everyone's complaining like 183, no head sculpt. You know, 243. You know, why is that so expensive?
What the fuck do you need a head sculpt for Stormtroopers?
Well, because Han Solo in Disguise was about that price.
Oh.
And it came with a head sculpt.
So like shipped, you're looking at about 213, right?
Yeah, roughly. You don't have to pay tax, so
Yeah.
you know.
That's cool. I'm gonna get one. I mean, I know I have a New Hope.
If I could, I'd get 2.
I have a New Hope Vader's, and I mean, to pretty much everybody like that is not a collector, they're not gonna know.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Like, I think it's pretty sweet for the price.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper, you know, there is differences. In the Empire, Stormtrooper is basically the Return of the Jedi one.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, since a lot of my collection isn't from A New Hope, it makes sense to get this release, you know?
Yeah.
The Mythos Obi-Wan has come out. Some people have gotten it from, I guess the people in the UK, they're trying to get this from Hong Kong directly instead of getting it shipped to the US and then back, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But I've seen a lot of people selling theirs already. I don't think they're that impressed with the release.
The pictures aren't impressive.
Yeah.
It's like for how awesome that statue was, to not be able to translate it into a figure that people want is
Yeah.
almost a feat in itself. Like,
Yeah.
hey, how can we ruin something so awesome? Watch.
No, I totally agree.
Hold my beer.
I know some people that are,
Right?
right, that are picking it up, but it just seems like one of those things that, you know, like you said, like they had nailed it, and then they just really dropped the ball. And not only that, did they drop the ball, but they dropped the ball on a figure that's like 300 shipped. Like it's like 270.
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's super
And it doesn't
expensive.
come with that much.
No.
You know, when you compare this to the Episode 3 Obi-Wan,
Yeah, even the non-deluxe Obi-Wan comes with a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
Comes with chopped up droids.
Yeah,
all
like a
the
diorama,
saber
yeah, yeah.
attachments, the hands.
I don't know. Do you guys think that they should continue the Mythos line? Because I think this is their first, you know, their first figure in that potential line.
I
What
mean,
you
who do
guys
they have?
think?
Boba Fett, Vader.
Oh, no, they have Boba Fett. You're right. They have Boba Fett. They announced Boba Fett.
Did they really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they did, yeah.
So I think it's Vader, Gamorrean Guard. I think that might be. I think it was a 5-statue run. I could be wrong, though.
That's a weird choice, a Gamorrean guard.
He looks badass, though. He's like all jacked.
Oh, with the axe?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is a pretty cool statue.
Maybe there's a few more, but I don't know. I feel like they needed to nail this to make the line make sense.
Yeah.
And since this is the first one coming out and they didn't,
I mean, I guess we'll see with Boba, because they've pretty much nailed Boba as far as I'm concerned. I prefer Sideshow Bobas over Hot Toys. So I guess we'll see.
yeah. For Black Friday, did you guys pick up anything?
Nothing,
For
dude.
Black Friday?
I was actually at Universal Studios that day.
I technically did on eBay, but there was no code or anything, so
What'd you pick up?
I got my favorite thing to collect are Final Fantasy VII Play Arts Kai
Oh.
figures.
Okay.
And this year they came out with a Sid Highwind, who is like my go-to when I play the game. I love Sid Highwind. He's never actually had an action figure, and I've owned literally every Final Fantasy VII action figure that's ever been released. From when Bandai made them back in
you love that
'97
game.
to the original Play Arts line to all the Play Arts Kais that have come out. So this is his first action figure. They came out with him this year, so I picked up him, and then I picked up Zack Fair, also Play Arts Kai. But yeah, there was no Black Friday codes or anything. So I was just like, well, I don't want to wait until Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a letdown in itself,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
which
so
we'll talk about.
yeah, and so I ordered them and they shipped already. So Should have them in like a week or so.
Speaking of Black Friday codes, I know that a lot. You know how like Best Buy, Walmart, Target, they all have their Blu-rays for like $6 or whatever. Mm-hmm. Did you guys? I wasn't really on my phone except for the chat as y'all were blowing up my phone.
Shout out.
But shout out to 6 cents. But were people?
Dude, people
buying
were bitching about
$6 movies and selling the code for that?
Okay, so I put that in the sheet. I saw a few threads of people complaining about it, but to me it's kind of a silly thing to complain about.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting the price, the Black Friday price.
Yeah.
What do you care?
Well, not only that, but it's like you didn't go to find it and stand in line and like probably fight for the movie. You know what I mean?
And $6 is cheap as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that. Like some people were complaining that movies were like $4 when the Blu-ray was $6. You know, so they're saying like, oh, the code was worth more. That's more what people were complaining was that the code was worth, more than the physical plus the box. I just thought it was silly, like, to complain about. Like, there's a lot of things to complain about in the digital movie scene. That didn't really seem like one of them.
Didn't you have a problem this week?
Yeah, so I had a problem with a code. I was looking for the Gladiator 4K because I'm getting that Maximus figure.
Right.
And I have a buddy that gets a bunch of codes through, I don't know how, but he just like always has a ton of codes. And he's never told me, but I always tell him like, whatever you get, send it to me and I'll buy it from you if I'm interested. Like, give me first dibs. And he always does. And the one time he didn't was a movie I really wanted because he'll send me like some random ass shit, and I'm just like, eh. And so, and sometimes I do buy movies. Like I've gotten like Private Ryan, Top Gun, like some really good movies. But he had sent me a few in a row that I didn't want, and I think he thought maybe I wasn't buying. So he posted he had Gladiator, and I like right away messaged him like, bro, give me Gladiator, I'll give you like this much.
Nice.
And he didn't see the message, and he sold it.
Oh.
So then a second guy had one from like 2 weeks ago, the thread where he had like 10 movies, and he never updated it, no one ever commented on it or liked it. Asked him if he had Gladiator, it was sold. It's like, shit. So I put up a thread, and this guy messaged me that he had Gladiator. He's like, it's a Paramount code, so it won't transfer into movies anywhere. You have to only redeem it at one retailer. Which is fine. I just always redeem to Vudu. Even though I can redeem an MA, I just redeem to Vudu. Because Vudu's on all my devices, it works perfectly. Yeah. Movies anywhere, always, like, my devices always freak out with it. And I'm trying to redeem it, and it's not redeeming. And the guy's like, oh, you need to have this app from the Google Play Store to redeem it. And I'm like, okay, well, you didn't tell me that. You just said, like, to redeem it on Vudu.
Yeah.
So, long story short, it didn't work. And I wake up the next morning after ordering it, like, at 2 in the morning from Amazon. I was like, I'm just going to buy it and just, I'll just have the full set.
Yeah.
I get an email from Paramount at 4 in the morning. Your order was confirmed for Gladiator. And so I spent all day trying to contact, this company to see what's going on. It never dropped into my Vudu or my MA or my UV Locker, but I was really annoyed. And I felt like the guy might have thought I was scamming him, but I was like, look, dude, like, I guarantee you I didn't touch the code. Like, It didn't redeem for me. Like, because I guess the thing is, like, you can redeem codes, like, I think they call it, like, a UV split, like a Google Play split,
God, I hate the splitting. Just sell the damn codes.
So, that's what the situation was, and it was really annoying. Yeah. But on the topic of movie codes, I don't know if you guys have, like, family members that buy these movies, but I went to my parents' house the other day, and it was like a treasure trove, because they don't redeem any of the codes. They don't know about them.
Nice.
And so I got, like, 10 movies, like, really good movies. The Martian, Revenant, like, all these really crazy-ass movies. And those are movies that go for, like, $5 or $6 on the groups.
Dude.
Do you guys ever do that? Like,
yeah, dude, my fiance's family, actually, her dad likes to collect Blu-rays and stuff, and he doesn't collect any of the movie codes, so every time we go over, I'm like, what do you got? But yeah, the next movie that I'm going to purchase, I've never seen it, is Venom. It comes out December 18th, I believe, or 19th or something, so I'm going to pick that one up. I'll probably buy it. The code, not the actual Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And then,
the last code I ever got was Solo. I got from you.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, any movie I'm really looking for, I'll look for it, and I just never find it. The movie I'm really looking for right now is The Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise.
Dude,
I cannot find it to save my life.
That's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
I saw it in the theater because I didn't really know what to expect because I didn't see the trailer.
Right.
Blown away.
Dude,
that movie and Taken were the two movies that I went in knowing nothing about. I was like, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
So that movie is actually based off a manga.
Really?
Yeah, it's based on.
I guess that's why everything's kind of like Japanese.
Yeah,
influence inspired.
mech suits. And
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. So.
Nice.
And everybody was really worried about it, and it actually did pretty well if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And which was surprising because
I just love the plot. Like he's this total noob that gets like conscripted into
Yeah.
the front lines.
dude, it's so I love that movie, and I just haven't been able to find it. And, there was another movie I was looking for. I don't remember what it was.
I'll keep an eye out. Though.
Oh, Dracula. What's it called? The one with the guy from Lord of the Rings. Dracula Untold.
Oh, okay.
I just happened to be at work the other day, and it was on TV, and I was on my break, so I had like an hour, and I was sitting there eating and watching this movie. I was like, it's actually pretty cool. The outfits are cool.
Mm-hmm.
The storyline is getting pretty juicy. And then I had to go back to work, and I was like, shit, I want to watch the rest of this movie.
Dude, your work shows pretty cool movies. I know you were watching Halloween.
Dude, I was watching Tron today at work.
Oh, because you work at
I work at a garage.
Oh, the garage. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
because H&P has a pretty good selection of.
No, I was working at a garage, and we have a lot of like downtime sometimes. So we'll just pop in the break room and see what's going on, get something to drink.
Yeah.
And so that movie was on, and I went on the movie codes. I was like, hey, does anybody have this movie? Nobody. By the time somebody messaged me that they had it, I had found the DVD at CD Exchange for $8, and I was like, I already bought it. Like, it's been like 3 days I posted that. So I've been trying to get into the codes still, but I just haven't found anything I'm willing to spend, $6-7 on.
Yeah. So Manny, how many movies do you have in your library? I have 69.
Hey, that's my favorite.
The
number.
last 5 that I've gotten were
I think I have around that
Lion
much too.
King, The Greatest Showman, Hacksaw Ridge, Gladiator, and Incredibles 2.
Does it not tell me how much
You
I
have
have?
Incredibles 2?
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, we should watch it one day. You can come light a fire, hang out.
Dude, you got a new
popcorn.
TV, right?
No, I'm getting a new TV for Christmas. My parents are getting me a 50-inch, 4K.
Jesus.
Tell me to get a bigger one.
Fuck you. So for Black Friday deals for me, I got my
67. You got me beat. But this is on Movies Anywhere.
I have 5.
more on
Voodoo.
Like I have
On
on
iTunes.
iTunes.
I have 5.
Halloween movie and stuff. 5.
Deadpool 2, Infinity War, Lego Movie, Oblivion, and Solo. And if you have not seen Oblivion, if you like Edge of Tomorrow, you'll like Oblivion.
Really?
Oblivion is amazing.
Okay, real
Also
quick.
Tom Cruise.
Real quick, before the year is over, what was your movie of the year? Let me go first. I'm going to say Infinity War. That movie...
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you would have said Halloween.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Nah, I'm going to go with Infinity War.
Dang.
When Tony Stark gets that jab,
Oh my god, dude.
my knees got weak
I
again.
felt it.
I was like, oh my god, this
Because
is how
like,
we
dude, I've
got
been
it.
watching Tony Stark for 10 years. Like,
Yeah.
he's like a brother.
He's going to get jammed next year, so...
Catch them hands. What about you?
Man,
Halloween was badass, though. Okay, go ahead.
dude. It's hard to compete with Infinity War. I was gonna say Deadpool 2 is really good. For a sequel, that's a really strong movie.
Yeah.
Where you almost don't even need to see the first one.
Yeah.
I
I don't think
But
it's Infinity War level.
Infinity War is just so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I would
Don't say Solo.
Oh, you knew it, dude. I'm gonna have to go Solo. I like Infinity War, but since I have a kid, it's hard for me to sit down and watch a 2.5-hour movie or 3-hour movie. Not only that, but I think Infinity War, like the good scenes are really good, but the slow scenes are like kind of slow. Like there's just some parts where like I just want to get back to Tony, like
True.
because he's. I mean, to me, he steals the show.
Yeah, when I rewatch the movie, there's a bunch of stuff I skip.
Like, the whole Thor thing with the hammer, like, I'm just like, oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't care less about
Oh,
this
yeah,
dwarf.
yeah.
And
I thought you meant when he, shows up to Wakanda and his...
No.
no, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, my
The
God.
Wakanda scene is amazing.
Jesus
I would say Solo for me. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like it, and I know a lot of people don't think it's that good. But I don't know why. I just really like
It's a
that
fun movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah, it was.
I think.
Emilia Clarke makes it for me. That's the only
Oh,
reason why I watched.
So good. No, I loved it.
I really enjoyed the Chewbacca scene, like the way he gets introduced. That was really
Yeah, that was cool. In the theater, I was
eats
like,
people.
right?
It's kind of fucked up.
I mean, then again, the Ewoks eat people.
Yeah,
It's like, how do they have a perfectly sized dress? Princess Leia.
Oh my
and
god!
all the stormtroopers ate the fuck out of them.
Think
too.
about that. Yeah. I just think there's like, there was no reason to set up Darth Maul. Because
I will completely agree with
they
that.
set up this movie like it was supposed to be another trilogy. It's like, why?
Have you guys
Just make it a standalone movie. Why are you setting it up for sequels?
Yeah.
Quit it.
Have you guys heard? It was a Ron Howard interview, and he talks about why he put Darth Maul in there. He basically said, and I don't quote me, but if
They
you
were out
find
of ideas.
he was like, he told the crew, he was like, whatever happened to Darth Maul, and they told him, what happens in
You
the
ignorant
cartoon or
slut,
whatever,
there's like
and he goes,
10,000.
yes, let's bring him back into this movie. Not knowing what happened to him prior, he just thought it would be a
That's
cool
really
idea.
annoying. That's like really annoying. It's kind of like
It was pretty
the whole
cool, though,
rumor
I'm not gonna
that
lie.
Rian Johnson hadn't seen TFA when he wrote the script for TLJ.
I adore The Last Jedi. It's not a good Star Wars movie. It's just a good movie, in my opinion.
I don't think it's a good anything.
I don't think. Yeah.
Snoke.
I think it
Snoke
has.
is pretty cool.
I think it has like
There's moments.
two
Dude,
moments that are really.
When Snoke got that lightsaber through him, I seriously, my knees got weak. I think I need to go to the doctor and get my
Yeah,
knees
your
checked
knees
out. No, but I
Your
was
arms
like,
heavy also?
dude, my donut. That's what I call the butt. And my donut was in the air so bad, like, yeah.
I don't know. I saw that movie in a theater that was rented for nerds from Gravity Damage. Dead silent for most of the movie.
Really?
No one. And after the movie, everyone was like, "What the fuck did we just see?"
I remember.
Specifically, the Leia scene got like audible chuckles. Like,
Dude, if they would have
even
just left
myself,
her,
I was just like,
dead?
"What the actual fuck?"
I would have been okay. Like, the way she was gone, I was like, okay, this is the way they kill her off. Cool.
Dude, you know what would have been fucking cool? Is she pulled the fucking thing
To
towards
her.
That would have been cool.
No, that wouldn't have been cool.
No, that would have been cool.
No.
Zero gravity, it doesn't weigh anything.
She's a Skywalker.
Okay, so then Luke could have just grabbed the Death Star and like angled it like 1 degree away from Yavin, and then it would have missed.
100%.
Wouldn't that have been cool? He like misses the torpedo and just like.
Oh, my bad, guys.
Can we talk about Leia in the slave outfit for a little bit? I'm just kidding.
No.
Why did you
So
ASMR?
back to Black Friday pickups. I got my PCR Vader helmet. The
Oh, that thing is-
1-to-1
that thing is
EFX
amazing.
helmet. I got the special edition. My wife was nice enough to help me pony up for that.
I'm
You guys have
jelly.
both seen it. I love
It's-
that thing. It's awesome.
it's
I
a lot
was able
nicer.
to fit it onto my desk.
Actually, it's not as nice as I thought it was going to be. Hold on, it's going to sound like I'm talking on it, but I'm not. I was expecting something,
Like fiberglass.
not fiberglass, but like you could take apart, you could see all the bits and pieces of it. But from what you're telling me, it's a movie accurate prop.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, it's exactly like in episode 4, 5, and 6. They filmed using half helmets for comfort and durability and the heat and everything like that. So in the scenes where Vader is wearing the collar in the back, they switched to like a different helmet. Obviously, like all the greebling inside is only there in the scenes where it needs to be there.
Right.
So what you're seeing is a representation of what was used, and it's a cast of what was used. So
You were expecting.
I think you
more
were
of a-
expecting more like the Black Series
Black Series
reveal,
version.
like the you know what I mean?
Yeah. But like it's very, it's very fragile.
I thought it was gonna be super heavy.
I wouldn't say it's
despite that.
fragile. I mean, it's pretty durable plastic. I would say like if you really wanted to break it, I'm pretty sure you could.
Yeah.
But then again, like, even
I just mean like
fiberglass.
if I took the Black Series one and chucked it across the room, it would hit the floor. It'd probably be okay. I feel like if I took that one and chucked it across the room, it would pieces of it would shatter.
Potentially, but then again, like you have to look at the market that it's made for. Like the
Right.
Black Series is for like kids and
Right.
you know what I mean.
No,
but
I'm not,
I
I'm
would
not saying
agree.
it's a bad thing. I'm just saying what I was expecting.
I mean, I
as to
guess
what
it's
I
kinda
got,
like a hot
and
toy.
I'm still very impressed with it.
Yeah, like a hot toy. Like if I gave a kid like a hot toy C-3PO versus like the Hero Series C-3PO. You know what I mean? It's just
There's a
I
hot
don't know. Like
toy.
It wound up in pieces.
yeah.
Does a hot toy C-3PO exist though?
It should be going up for pre-order soon, I imagine, with the way that it was shown off in
He
the
called
art.
you out. Don't fucking try. He got you.
at
made
any
you
rate.
this bitch right now.
Hey, come on, man.
That's not very nice.
Come on.
But yeah, so Black Friday, I got it for a discount at Gravity Damage. They were doing, I think it was like 15-20% off on everything, and it came out to a very good price, and we were able to get it, and I love it.
I adore Gravity Damage prices. They're really
Yeah,
nice.
you know, so the thing that kind of annoyed me,
They're hit or miss with me.
so for those that don't know about Gravity Damage, they price everything at retail. Not including, obviously, like variant comics or like sold out
Some of the
stuff.
Funko Pops.
Yeah, pops that have a secondary market. But like if it's new and they can still order it, it's at retail.
Yeah.
So they were doing 20% off of anything in the store. So I talked to you that morning, and I was going to see if you wanted to boo, because he was 20% off Majin Buu Figure Arts, but I kind of spent all my money on the helmet. I didn't have like extra to buy your boo. But if you think about it, like, you know, 20% off retail is for many things at or below cost, or you know, like eating into cost. Not only that, but they had a deal where if you're a subscriber, you get an extra 5%, which I am, so it's 25% off. So for most Marvel Legends, the markup is like 10%, 15%. So they were losing money on Marvel Legends. They also had a deal where if you spent $750, you got a $75 gift card back.
Dang.
So that's another 10% if you get $750. So if I'm a subscriber and I bought the Vader helmet and the Stormtrooper helmet, I think that would have been about $750. I would have gotten those for both for retail, gotten 25% off, which is, you know, a significant amount of money, and $75 back. Like that, like people were bitching, like, oh, $750 is such a high amount to spend to get a discount. But it's like, you know, even if you're just spending $20, if you're a subscriber, that's $5 off a Marvel Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, most shops in our city price things like at $22.99 for like a Marvel Legend or a Black Series, or $25.
Yeah, even
Like I remember they got
Think
solid.
Geek and GameStops are $22 now.
Yeah,
dude.
they got solid cases of Jaina Solo for $19.99 when she was a hot figure in a
Dude,
box.
she was like $40.
Yeah, they were selling for so like people complain, but you know I really think that you should really patronize the stores that do that, because you know, not only that, but like some people are saying like, oh, I can get it online for cheaper, and it's like, yeah, but you're not able to inspect it in person, like for some of these statues, you know, none of that be able to
Dude,
shipping.
that's something I forget a lot of times. Where I'll be like, I'm not gonna pay that. I'll just get it online.
Yeah.
But there's been instances where I've gotten a figure online and I'm like, this fucking I never would have bought this.
Yeah. I know you had mentioned to me that you had found out something about eBay recently. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. So they read your messages.
Wait, what?
So how did you figure it out, and in what context did this arrive?
Well, there's an eBay guy I buy from all the time. And he'll list stuff on eBay, and then I'll buy from him directly.
Mm-hmm.
Through
Yeah.
PayPal.
Uh-huh.
So I messaged him. I was like, hey, man, it's me. You got these two things I really want. What would the price be? You know,
Outside of eBay.
how we do it.
Yeah.
And like 3 days went by, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker didn't message me back. Like, I guess he doesn't want my money. And then I get an email, I was like, from eBay, I was like, hey, quit your shit.
What
is it?
We're gonna fucking ban you.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you pull it up what it says?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
So while that's going, while Dean's looking for that, I've experienced that also, because there was there's a seller on eBay who I get all my parts from. His name is Nick Miller, Miller1987 on eBay. Really,
Is he the one with all the Cody stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the guy?
No.
Oh, okay. So he lists, you know, because eBay there's fees for listing and then having to buy it now and having pictures and prioritizing your sales. So I always buy from him off of eBay. I usually save about 15-20%. You know, it's something where I'll just usually message him through email, but sometimes it's kind of hard to reach. Mm-hmm. And one time I messaged him on Facebook about buying something off of, it was something I really wanted, so I messaged him like email and eBay. I was kind of blowing his shit up. He's like, yo, never ever use those words because you're going to get my shit flagged. And I was like, fuck, that actually makes a lot of sense, because you think about it, they're probably filtering for people that might be selling like illegal drugs or like, you know, any kind of number of things that, that people could list on eBay.
Yeah, so subject warning, offers to buy outside of eBay. And then it's like, hello, we're writing to let you know that the activity on your account may not be following an important eBay policy that requires all transactions and payments to be completed on eBay. We understand that you may not have known about these policies. We're sending you this notification to ensure that you follow the policy going forward. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, like, we'll ban you.
Did it say bitch at the end? Because that's basically what it sounded like.
No, but they probably could have.
Yeah.
I was definitely in the wrong.
Yeah.
Because, he sells it to me, like $20-$30 cheaper.
Yeah, because there's less fees. He gets
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't have to pay.
So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to buy them regular.
You just got jammed, boy.
Dude, I got jammed.
So Cyber Monday was a few days ago, and it was pretty disappointing for you
Yeah,
guys.
that eBay code was trash, dude. 10% up to $50.
Which is a maximum $500 purchase, 50% off.
Right.
I'm sorry, $50 off. So I know that you guys were pretty upset, but the thing for me, like, I used to work retail. I don't know, like, if you guys work retail, like at a store. But Black Friday and, like, Cyber Monday are kind of myths. Because, like, people are already going to shop regardless of what the sale is.
Yeah.
So there's no real, I mean, at least for me, like, from what I noticed, like, like, the store I used to work at, our Black Friday sale was always everything's 50% off, right? But if you're buying something at some random Tuesday, in the middle of the year, when they really need the sales, they'll do like 60% off. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, like, these stores need to maximize money while also appearing to have better sales than their competitors. So there is some incentive to try to give a good sale, but really, like, there's going to be a huge amount of bodies going through those stores regardless. So they could price it, 40% off, and they'll still make a killing.
Yeah.
So I really think it's a myth. I mean, especially nowadays with everyone competing against Amazon, eBay, Target, all the brands are really competing against each other. eBay's been doing crazy ass deals. Like you were saying, Sydney, the 15% off for Memorial Day was obviously significantly better than what we got for Cyber Monday and Black Friday.
Right.
So I really think it's a myth. I really don't think that, it's worth saving your purchase. I mean, I think if you see something you like and you see it 10 or 15% off, just go for it, because the coupons are few and far between, and oftentimes on these sites, things go pretty fast.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my spiel on that. I mean, I'm not an expert with insider knowledge.
No, for sure, you're not.
So the last thing that I think we're going to talk about is grail figures. Not particularly what our grails are, or maybe just a little bit about what they are, but I want to pick you guys' brains about what makes a figure a grail.
Oh.
Manny, we'll start with you.
Well, I guess I'll say my grail figure. I don't like using that word, but
I think it's overused.
I think it's this guy right here. It's just
Which is
Michael Myers.
because we're in a podcast.
So yeah, sorry. I thought we were. Sorry. Yeah, it's Michael Myers, 1978. I had to put this guy together. You can't really buy a 1978 Michael Myers because I think like the license is hard to come by. So you have to get it you have to buy it in pieces.
Kid bash it.
Yeah.
So what is your recipe for this?
This is One's Customs sculpt. It's this.
Which is rooted?
I believe it's the Darkest Eyes version 2. Don't quote me on that. And the coveralls are by David Tucker.
Which look really good. I love the fit on the legs. So did he have your body to fit it like that, or did it just turn out like that?
No, I live in San Antonio, so I can't ship myself. See,
No, your figure.
I know, I'm just kidding. No, he just told me what body did you use. What body do I have? This sounds funny.
Because that's impressive. Like just I'm asking a genuine question.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Guy trying to pull that joke. I didn't send him my body. It's
No, so
fuck you.
I got a screenshot of the body that I have.
And I have to modify that body to being an asshole.
You did.
He didn't even use the base I made for him either.
Dude, that's the biggest transgression.
No.
That's fucked, dude.
It just didn't fit correctly
Okay,
in the shelf that I have.
The thing you made me isn't good enough. That's all.
I asked you how big do you want the base. You said, "Oh, I don't know, just whatever." And then I made something that was whatever, and you were like,
No. Don't get me wrong. That base is beautiful, but it just I like to
It's okay, man. I mean, you couldn't ship your body to him. You couldn't ship the base dimensions to me. I mean, it is
I'm
what
sorry,
it is.
bro.
No, I'm just kidding. So you got the David Tucker.
Yeah, the David Tucker. It's a spruce green. The color.
Dude, they look beautiful.
In the movie, it looks blue because of the blue lighting, but it's
Isn't
true.
it actually gray?
Trust me. No, it's not gray. Trust me, it's spruce
The new one's
green.
gray.
Oh,
The new one's a charcoal gray.
Yeah,
I saw that video. That video's amazing.
Let's get the guy.
Cosplay Chris.
Cosplay Chris.
Dude, yeah, like his I didn't know that you can peel off the freaking paint that he did. Like,
Dude, I know that was
nice.
amazing.
It was pretty cool. Like,
I linked today the video.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check it out because I watched. Oh, I don't want to spoil.
It comes painted, but he has this cleaning method where you could literally peel
rip
the
it off,
paint
dude,
off
and then you paint over it.
the
Yeah, it's pretty
latex.
sweet.
Dude, that guy's his channel is amazing.
His
Yeah.
channel is what I hope this channel will become something with tutorials, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're on the rise. We got 23
Yeah,
subscribers.
shout out you guys.
But
Shout out to our
yeah,
friends.
dude, the boot cut, pants.
It's amazing.
Um,
Honestly, I don't even like Michael Myers that much.
Yeah.
And I would own the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, dude, and the knife, it's also from David Tucker. It's real metal and real wood.
We know Cody won't listen to this for like a year, so I mean,
Yeah, Cody, still send them. I need
real wood,
a
too.
bloody version.
dude, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Sorry.
Yeah, dude. I think there's a brand of coveralls that what is it? Yunsel? Is it Yunsel?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like top of the line, but I mean, I think those
They're
go
like-
for like $300, $400.
Yeah, they're
Which is
quite
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I guess for you, a grail would be something
Yeah,
that
something-
not everyone can own. You got to put it together,
Yeah. So sorry, I think I went off crazy there.
No,
But
it's okay. It's okay.
yeah, I think that's what a grail is to me. I know a lot of people have like Marvel Legends and it's a grail, but but yeah, what
Sydney,
about
for
guys?
you?
I think a grail figure is something that makes you feel like a kid again.
Okay.
Like, oh my god, I can't believe this is in my hands. Like, I want to own this so bad. And I'm fortunate enough that I own a lot of my grail figures.
Yeah.
Some of which I've owned since I was young. I've always collected figures.
Yeah.
And I've just owned them forever.
Yeah, I was talking trash about Marvel Legends, but I guess that could be a grail figure if you
Yeah,
really-
depending on
Yeah.
like how
there's some
old I
nice
was
Marvel
when like figures.
Like, I remember the Deadpool with the Slimer Marvel Legends from the Toy Biz era.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
figure, that was like the first figure that I bought online because it was like impossible to find in the store. I got it from Entertainment Earth like a long ass time ago.
Oh wow.
That was the first figure that I got that I was like this is like the pinnacle of toys. Back then, like it had like 5 billion points of articulation, and
Right.
it's like, and I remember my mom gave it away to Goodwill.
Wow.
Like when I was older, but I was like pretty devastated. I was like,
That's an expensive figure to get now.
I know.
Yeah, you'd be
So I have the
hard-pressed.
Hot Toys one now, but still, I mean,
How much time do we have? I have a story.
That yeah.
I got
That,
about 5 minutes left.
that would
4 minutes left.
That would still kind of like. That has that spot in your heart where you're like,
Yeah.
it's gone. Like,
Okay, so really quick, my brother and I, Joshua, we used to have this
Way
treasure
better than
chest.
me.
We used to have this treasure chest full of our toys, and I had my Pokeball, the one from Burger King.
Yeah, with the
I had
gold
a
things.
Harry Potter toys. I had Star Wars toys. I had a little RoboCop, little die-cast one. I had so many toys in that chest. Well, one time, we took the chest out because my mom made us sell everything because I think we did something wrong. I don't know. And
Always the troublemaker, Manny.
yeah, so I remember my mom was like, hey, I'm going to go inside really quick. If anybody comes, tell them that the toys are like $5-10, whatever. So,
You pocketed all of them.
no. This lady came by and she said, how much are for everything? And I said, I swear to God, I said $1. And she gave me $1 and they took the chest and my mom was inside and like they took off. When my mom came outside, it was not... it was not a good time. Dude, I had so many little grails in there.
Yeah, that
painful.
sucks.
It's painful.
Yeah.
So for me, a grail, cause like Sydney, like I've been pretty fortunate to like want something and own it. Like, for me, like the Terminator 1 police shootout figure, that was kind of a grail, and then I got that one. The Maximus was a grail. I'm getting that one back. the PCR Vader helmet was a grail. I got that.
Yeah,
one.
see, I don't know how you get a grail and sell it.
Well, because sometimes they don't live up to the potential.
That's true.
You know, but not only that, but like I collect with fun money. So, you know, if my daughter's sick,
Yeah.
or I need to miss work because she's sick, it's great to have owned it. But like I'm okay with selling it. Like I'll never put the collection before my family.
Yeah.
You're a way better person than I am.
But just to wrap it up, for me a grail like for me like I currently see a grail something that I'll find out exists that I didn't know existed, and then I have to go and track it down. So for example, the V for Vendetta from Toys Power,
Like C-3PO.
the Hot Toy C-3PO is a grail. I didn't know it existed until very recently, and now I'm trying to track one down. And you know, for me, like it's a character that I like.
That the other day. I was like, why?
It's a character that I liked and I'm trying to get. But these micro brands, they go up.
I remember that.
And now
Dean
we're trying
called
to
you
track
out.
them down.
Yeah, Dean was
fuck
like,
you
I've
guys.
never heard you talk about that.
Anyways, guys, that's been this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. Thanks for listening.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys learned something.
Yeah.
Manny, it's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Griffin, shout out for the new logo.
Thanks, buddy. Shout out Cody. Shout
Alabama.
out Eric.
Shout out Alabama.
Shout out to
Zack.
Alabama, the whole state.
Yeah.
Whole state.
Just keep on doing what you guys are doing.
Cousins.
Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.